Good morning. I am doing this video upon request. Over the last few years, a number of people have asked me if there was just one breathing exercise, one breathing posture that I would recommend that would be most beneficial to them. What would that one breath be? Okay. In my opinion, that one breath would be the energetic, complete breath, also referred to as the balancing breath. So before we get into that, please, if you have not already, see a healthcare medical professional and ask them if deep breathing, increased heart rate, physical movement would exacerbate any medical issues that you might have. Now, 50 years ago, I just would have recommended this to older folks. But in today's world, because of modern illnesses and modern diseases, such as cancer, fibromyalgia, which is constant pain and fatigue throughout the body, heart disease, obesity, depression, diabetes, allergies, and the list goes on and on. I now ask all ages, please get a medical checkup before you begin, before you start any physical activity. Now, this breathing exercise, this breathing posture is easy enough to learn. Anyone can learn it, any age. Little bit of discipline, little bit of effort. So what I will do is I will perform that 3 times from the front and 3 times from the side, so you will have an idea of what we are talking about. Now, in the mornings, face east, if at all possible, with the rising sun. In the evenings, face any direction except east, if at all possible. Okay. 1. 2. 3. 1. Two. 3. There you go. The energetic complete breath, also referred to as the balancing breath. Now, half of the details are not visible. You do not see them. Now, there are two types of people when it comes to details. On the one hand, we have the folks that just want the very basic details in order to accomplish whatever it is that they want to accomplish. On the other side, there are those people who are interested in learning and mastering the details, whatever they may be. Okay, now I will perform the energetic complete breath using only the very basic details. Be sure the body is well relaxed. Okay. If possible in the morning, face east with the rising sun, and in the evenings, face any direction except east, if that's possible. Now, stand comfortably. Feet are parallel underneath the shoulders. Weight evenly distributed. Relax the knees. Gently tuck in the hips. Inhale deeply and completely through the nose as you open and expand the chest. No tension in the hands or arms. Head is relaxed. Leave the throat open. Retain the breath for a few moments. Then tap the sides of the chest 3 times. Relax the chest. Do not exhale. Wait 1 moment and then exhale completely through the nose. Now relax the entire body, relax the knees. Breathe naturally, breathe easy. Wait a few moments and then repeat the exercise. Now from the side. Body is relaxed. Okay. Feet are parallel underneath the shoulders. Feet are flat, weight evenly distributed. Relax the knees, gently tuck in the hips. Inhale deeply and completely through the nose as you open and expand the chest. There is no tension in the hands or arms. Head is relaxed. Keep the throat open. Retain the breath for a few moments. Then tap the sides of the chest 3 times. Relax the chest. Do not exhale. Wait 1 moment and then exhale completely through the nose. Now, relax the body, relax the knees, breathe naturally. Wait a few moments, then repeat the exercise. Now, I'll do this once from the front and once from the side with no talking. There you go. The very basics of the energetic, complete breath. Now, how many times should you do this? You should repeat this exercise at least 10 times, one after the other. 15 times better, 20 times more better, but the minimum should be 10 times, one after the other, twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. You'll find this most beneficial. Okay? Good luck. Now, for those a little more adventurous and are interested in learning and mastering the details, whatever they may be, stay tuned. Okay. Now, I am going to go over the information and details for those of you that feel a little adventurous. Now, this will take a bit of time, so please take some notes, okay? Now, details are normally given over a period of days, weeks, months, and sometimes years, depending upon the subject. For this breathing posture, this breathing exercise, I would normally go over the details with a new student 5, 6, or 7 days. That's how long it would take. So I'm going to do the details here. It's going to be condensed. So please take a few moments, take notes, and keep in mind common sense. This is something in short supply in the world, but please make an effort. Common sense. First, just do the physical movement until you get comfortable. That shouldn't take very long. Then add 1 or 2 details, and you do that until you feel comfortable with the details. Okay? Take a day or so. Then add a couple more details, and you do all of that until you feel comfortable. That should be another day or so. And so on and so forth until you've got all the details. Now, after about 5, 6, or 7 days, you should feel comfortable doing the posture with the details. No, you will not have mastered the posture, because that does take a bit of time. But please, common sense. Don't try to rush anything. Don't get anxious that, oh, I've got to remember everything all at once. No, you don't have to remember everything all at once. Just take your time. You have the rest of your life. Why this posture? Now, I feel this posture is an excellent posture if you're only going to do one breathing exercise, and that's it. This exercise comes from a Taoist breathing routine called the Doga Yuan Shan Shirt, also referred to as Doga Qigong, and that translates into Taoist life nurturing techniques. And that's a breathing system made up of 108 separate breathing postures divided into 3 routines of 36 postures each. In this particular system, the first 36 postures are very energetic. The second 36 postures are not as energetic. And the last 36 postures are more meditative. Okay? So, in that system, the energetic complete breath, also referred to as the balancing breath here. So you would do a breathing posture, and then you would do a balancing breath, energetic complete breath, a balancing breath, and what that does is it balances your body, preparing it for the next breathing exercise. So breathing exercise, balancing breath, breathing exercise, balancing breath, breathing exercise, balancing breath, so on and so forth. It's an excellent breathing posture, which is why I recommend it, and that's why we're doing this video. Okay, how many times should you repeat the posture? Minimum should be 10 times. Minimum 10 times. 15 times is better, or as many times as you wish, but the minimum should be 10 times in your routine, one after the other. All right? Now, an important aspect of this is that the very last posture that you do should be just as strong, just as energetic as the first posture. Again, because this is important. The last posture you do, whether it's number 10, 15, whatever number, should be just as strong and as energetic as the very first posture. Now, this will take a few weeks for your body to get strong enough to build up to be able to do that. Now, what happens is, in the mornings I do this 30-minute routine, very energetic. I'll have a new student. After about 4 days or so, the new student will say, wow, I could barely get out of bed. I was just exhausted. I haven't done anything different this week, just breathing. Well, boys and girls, energetic breathing is no different from any other exercise. So if you're walking, that's fine, but as soon as you start to run, that takes more energy, okay? And of course, it'll take time for your body to build up. This is no different, all right? So if you're feeling tired and exhausted after a few days, take 1 or 2 days off and just relax and then come back to it and carry on. Do not be one of those people who say, I will just power through it. Don't do that. That's really foolish. That saying that no gain without pain, that's all BS when it comes to this sort of thing. So if you do feel tired, you do feel exhausted, okay, then take the time off. It's important that your body and your organs stay well rested, okay, as they get stronger and stronger. How many times should you do this? You should do this twice a day, once in the morning, facing east if at all possible, and once in the evening, facing any direction except east if at all possible. Okay. Now, dizziness. So we've all been sitting for a period of time. We get up suddenly and whoa, we start to get dizzy. And that's from the blood rushing to our head. So everybody, this has happened to everybody. So periodically, you might start to get dizzy while doing this exercise because you're taking deep breaths. You're retaining the breath for a few moments, and it's possible you might get dizzy. If you do start to get dizzy, immediately go down on one knee. Stay there until the dizziness dissipates 100%. Then you get back up and carry on. Do not think you can judge the intensity of the dizziness. Oh, this is nothing. This will just go away in another second, no problem. Because what will happen is you'll fall flat on your face, break your face, break your teeth, break your head. This is a real thing. So this can happen to anybody, beginners, or people that have been doing this for quite a while. Periodically, it will happen to me, okay? So be careful, be aware of this. Be well hydrated before you begin any physical activity. Now, say you're going to do 15 postures. Posture number 8, you're feeling thirsty, so you want some water. Glug, 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 glug. Okay? No, don't do that. Why? Because we're energizing the body. We're filling the body full of chi. And the body stores chi in this area. This area is called the dantian. And if you start drinking liquids, that will dilute everything that we've been trying to do to a certain degree. Don't do that. It defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. Be well hydrated before. When you finish your breathing routine, wait at least 20 minutes before drinking any liquids or using the toilet. Why? Because it takes a few minutes for the chi in the body to balance out, to settle down, okay? That takes a few minutes. I always suggest 20 minutes. And then, if you're going to drink some liquids, room temperature or warm. Never drink ice water, okay? Now, visualization. All right. So, visualization is a big part of any physical activity if you're serious about training. Elite athletes use it extensively, and there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. You can use visualization for anything. It doesn't make any difference. Your schoolwork, homework, learning languages, physical activities, doesn't make any difference. Here, what we're doing is we're visualizing, inhaling through our nose, fresh, life-giving, life-enhancing, life-nurturing chi, and we're directing that chi, okay, to a body organ or area of the body where that chi is nourishing, revitalizing, and healing. So this is the visualization that you must keep clear and active throughout the posture. All right? Now, visualization is also good for eliminating negative thoughts as well as healing the body. So here we have a book, Zen in the Martial Arts by Joe Hyams, Hyams. And the chapter that I'm referring to is called Confident Seeing. It's a small book. It's a classic, very well written, a lot of information in just a few pages. In this particular chapter, he gives examples of people who have injured themselves in some way. They've gone to the doctor. The doctor does whatever the doctor does. And as an example, we'll say the doctor says, okay, in 3 months, 12 weeks, you'll be 100%. Now these people go home and understanding visualization, they use visualization in their daily healing for their injury. And after, say, half the time, 6 weeks, they're back 100%. They go see the doctor. Doctor goes, wow, that's unusual. That doesn't happen very often. The power of visualization cannot be overstated. All right? Very real thing and beneficial. Very, very beneficial. All right. Okay, let's talk about the feet. Now, if at all possible, be in bare feet. Be in bare feet on natural earth, if at all possible. Now, in the mornings, it's always cold. Earth is always cool. What I do is I'm on this rubber mat. I like being in bare feet, so I'm on the rubber mat. The rubber mat insulates me from the cold. All right? You should never be in bare feet on cold and or wet ground. Never do that. Now, if for whatever reasons it's not convenient for you to be in bare feet, okay, no problem. Wear comfortable sandals or those Chinese Tai Chi shoes. They're black. They're inexpensive. They're not expensive. They're very comfortable. And comfort, what I mean by comfort, I mean loose. You know, little loose. You don't want anything restricting the feet. All right. So the feet, when you're standing, you should be standing at ease, relaxed. The feet are parallel underneath the shoulders. The feet are flat. The body weight is evenly distributed on the feet. Okay? Next, just the body in general. Okay, the body's relaxed as you're standing. Relax the knees. This is important. Relaxing the knees facilitates relaxation throughout the entire body. Relax the knees and gently tuck in the hips. Gently tuck in the hips. Now, many people, they stand like this. They stand like that. Gently tuck in the hips. Like this. You see this? No. Yes. No. Yes. And gently tucking in the hips with no tension. We are not tucking in the hips, I'm tucking. It's not like that. We just relax the knees, and just gently, no effort, tuck in the hips. Keep the hips tucked in throughout the entire exercise. All right? Now, when we squat down, as we begin the exercise, we squat down like this, okay? We squat down like this. Do not get in the habit of doing this. No. This is no. Yes. No. Yes. Okay? Get in that habit. And what happens is, go all the way down, or as much as you can, is you're exercising the body and you're pumping blood and chi at the same time. You're getting, the body is really starting to work. Okay? Inhaling, exhaling. We're inhaling and exhaling only through the nose. Okay? Inhaling and exhaling only through the nose. Hands and arms. Now, as we begin the exercise, we squat down and we use the hands and arms for two things. One, to gather fresh chi. Two, to open and expand the chest. Okay? We're gathering fresh chi with our hands, as well as opening and expanding the chest. There is no tension in the hands or arms. No tension. All right? Now, get in the habit of allowing the breath to lift and guide your hands and arms. Allow the breath to lift and guide your hands and arms, not you. You don't do anything. And over time, this will just become automatic. Also, allow the breath to lift you up onto your toes. So, allow the breath to lift your hands and arms, as well as allow the breath to lift you up onto your toes. Okay? Now, toes. What's up with that? Now, when we come up on the toes, rise up on the toes, we are stimulating, activating nerves, meridians, and acupressure points on the toes and feet. Okay? Now, when we come down off the toes are then gripping the ground. And you want the toes to grip the ground throughout the exercise. And gripping the toes keeps the stimulation and activation of the nerves, meridians, and acupressure points going throughout the feet and toes. Okay? Now, if, for whatever reasons, you don't want to rise up on the toes, maybe there's a problem with the feet or a problem with balance, or you come up on the toes and that little extra elevation doesn't agree with you, okay, don't do it. You can remain flat-footed. If you don't want to grip the toes, you don't have to, don't do it. It's not important. It doesn't affect the exercise that we're trying to do. Okay? It's just a little something extra that works. Okay? But it's not important. Don't worry about it. Okay? Let's see here. The anus. Okay. So when we begin to rise up on the toes, begin to come up on the toes, at the same time we squeeze and lift the anus gently. We squeeze and lift the anus gently. And we keep the anus closed throughout the exercise. So we come up on the toes. At the same time, we squeeze and lift the anus, come down off the toes. Toes are gripping, and the anus is closed. All right? The anus is closed for two reasons. One, it prevents chi from leakage. Prevents chi from leaking. All right? Also, every time you squeeze and lift the anus gently, it pushes the internal chi upwards. Okay? This is a good thing. All right? So we keep the toes gripping the ground, and we keep the anus closed throughout the exercise. Next, the head. Up, up, up. Before we move on, talking about the anus, for women, this also includes the vagina. All right? Now, we have another book, A Complete Guide to Qigong by Daniel Reed, R-E-I-D. And there you'll see the relevant chapter and page numbers. So this is the peridium under here. This is the same for men and women. He gives a couple of simple exercises to strengthen and tone the peridium area. This is the same for men and women. Then he gives a couple of specific exercises just for women. All right? The whole book is excellent. All right? If you can do that, that would be to your benefit. Okay? Let's see. The head. Allow the head to move naturally. So whatever we're doing, okay, allow the head to move naturally. Just allow the head to move naturally. No tension in the head. No tension in the neck. Importantly, keep the throat open throughout the posture. All right? Keep the throat open. Now, we're inhaling and we're retaining the breath. We're not holding the breath. So holding the breath denotes this. I'm holding the breath. I'm not letting the breath out. It's not going to get away. No, it's not that. We're not doing that. We're retaining the breath. If you hold the breath like this, we're not going to let it closes the throat and you can't talk. And at the same time, you can't. So leave the throat open. Okay? Just leave the throat open. There's no effort. You just don't let the air out. But it's important that you do not close off the throat. So you leave the throat open throughout the entire exercise. Okay. Next we have tapping. What's this tapping all about? Anytime you tap the chest, all right, sets up a vibration in the chest cavity. And that stimulates and activates, stimulates and massages the heart and lungs. Very good. Importantly, when we tap the sides of the chest, the ribs, we are stimulating bone marrow in the ribs. Again, we are stimulating bone marrow in the ribs. Very good thing. Now, when you first begin, you just tap the chest easily. And the movement is like this. Okay, this is the movement. It's not this. Not that. So it's a movement like this. And you just tap lightly, and as time goes on, you tap a little harder. Now I've seen some people, new students will start out, and they'll start, bam, 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 more stimulation, more bone marrow, more stimulation, more bone marrow, yeah, no, not that. No. We do not want to bruise the ribs or break any ribs. We just want to stimulate, okay? No pounding, but the movement's like this. So you'll see as I do the demonstrations, you'll get an idea, okay? We're stimulating, and we tap the chest 3 times. Once we've tapped the chest 3 times, then we relax the chest. We do not exhale. We wait 1 moment, then we exhale completely through the nose, expelling old chi, old juju, and at the same time, we're releasing any tension we may have picked up in the posture. So when we exhale, we're doing three things. At the same time, we're doing three things at the same time. One, we're exhaling through the nose. Number two, we're using this motion of the hands and arms to release tension. So we are not doing this. No, no, we are not doing that. We do not want to gather tension. We want to release tension. So when the motion of the hands and arms are like this, it's gentle. We're releasing tension that we may have picked up in the posture, as well as relaxing the entire body. Exhaling, releasing tension, as well as relaxing the entire body, relaxing the toes, the knees, the anus. And at this point, we just breathe naturally, softly, naturally. Relax the entire body, relax the knees, stand easy. We wait for a few moments, and then we repeat the exercise. Okay? So there you go. There's the details. The highlights: keep the hips tucked in gently throughout the exercise. Keep the throat open throughout the exercise. Keep the toes gripping the ground throughout the exercise. Keep the anus closed throughout the exercise. Okay? Over time, this will just happen automatically. Okay? There'll be no thought, no conscious effort, no conscious thought on your part. And where our main activity will be our visualization. Okay? Now, this is not in stone. Okay? None of this is chiseled in stone. So please, you can modify to your personal needs. Say you're not well, you're weak, you're not well, then you would do this. If you can stand up, you would just do this softly. Just do it softly. Everything is soft, okay? And you slowly go through it. If you're in a walker, if you're older and you're in a walker, if you're young and you're in a walker, okay, you can still do it, you know? Okay? You can do it, all right? If you're in a wheelchair, okay, you modify it. Modify it how to make it work. Make it an adventure. This is your little adventure to figure out how to make this thing work. You can do that, okay? This is not rocket science. Anybody can do this, okay? Not rocket science, and anybody that tells you that it's rocket science and you can only learn from them, and if you give them enough money, they will give you all the secrets, you run in the other direction. That's what you do. You stay away from those people. This stuff should be for free. Should be for free. All of my teachers, the Taoists that I worked with, the people like Professor Chan, Professor Master Wittia, dozen people that I worked with over the last 50 years that were kind enough to take me on, and they were all for free. These were traditional Chinese teachers. Everything was for free. They had to vet you, and you know, they thought you were worthy, no matter how inept you were. And I was very inept. I'm not a fast learner. all right? I've never been the best student in anything, all right? But I've been the best student in that I try. So I'm the best trying student that there is. No reason why it can't be the same for you, all right? So there we go. Modify, make it your own, make it an adventure. Next, I'll be giving demonstrations on the posture, okay? Good luck. Happy trails with everything. Okay, now that you have seen the information and details, I will perform the breath slowly, and I will give the details as I go along. Remember, first and foremost, we are visualizing, inhaling fresh, life-nurturing, life-enhancing, life-giving chi through the nose and directing that chi to a body organ or area of the body where the chi will nourish, revitalize, and heal. Okay. Body should be relaxed, no tension in the body. Stand easy. Feet are parallel underneath the shoulders. Weight evenly distributed on the feet. Relax the knees. Gently tuck in the hips. Keep the hips gently tucked in throughout the posture. Squat down. Gather fresh chi, inhaling deeply and completely through the nose as we come up onto our toes. At the same time, lift the anus. Continue to open and expand the chest. Come down off the toes. The toes are now gripping the ground. Anus is closed. Keep the toes gripping, the anus closed throughout the posture. No tension in the hands and arms. Head is relaxed. Keep the throat open throughout the posture. Retain the breath for as long as you wish, keeping your visualization clear and focused. Then tap the sides of the chest 3 times. Relax the chest. Do not exhale. Wait 1 moment. Then exhale completely through the nose, expelling old chi, old juju, and releasing any tension we may have picked up in the posture. Relax the entire body. Relax the toes, the knees, the anus. Breathe easy. Wait a few moments and then repeat the exercise. Okay? Now, from the side, we are visualizing, inhaling fresh, life-nourishing, life-giving, life-enhancing chi directing that chi to a body organ or area of the body where the chi will nourish, revitalize, and heal. Body's relaxed. No tension in the body. Stand easy. Feet are parallel underneath the shoulders. Weight evenly distributed on the feet. Relax the knees. Gently tuck in the hips. Keep the hips gently tucked in throughout the posture. Squat down. Gather fresh chi, inhaling deeply and completely through the nose as we come up on the toes. At the same time, lifting the anus. Continue to open and expand the chest. Come down off the toes. The toes are now gripping the ground. Anus is closed. Keep the toes gripping the ground, anus closed throughout the posture. No tension in the hands or arms. Head is relaxed. Keep the throat open throughout the posture. Retain the breath for as long as you wish, keeping your visualization clear and focused. Then tap the sides of the chest 3 times. Relax the chest. Do not exhale. Wait 1 moment and then exhale completely through the nose, expelling old chi, old juju, and at the same time releasing any tension we may have picked up in the posture. Relax the entire body. Relax the toes, the knees, the anus. Stand easy. Breathe naturally. Wait a few moments and then repeat the exercise. There you go. The energetic complete breath with its details. Now, as time goes on, the details, toes, anus, throat, hips, all of that will become automatic, second nature. There will be no conscious effort on your part. The visualization is what you will be concerned with. Keeping clear, focused visualization can make magic. So there you go. Good luck with that. Cheers. Okay, I will now perform the energetic complete breath 10 times. 5 times from the front and 5 times from the side. I will do this at a steady pace and rhythm. Your pace and rhythm may be different. 1. 2. 2. 3. 4. 5. 'Now from the side. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5. There you go. Saving humanity with one breath. The energetic, complete breath, also referred to as the balancing breath. Okay? So have fun with that. I trust I have met my request for those of you that asked. Good luck. Okay, so before we leave you, for those of you who are ambitious and somewhat adventurous, I have a suggestion. Seek out, look for, approach various martial artists, yoga people, meditation people, anyone who would have disciplined breathing as part of their art form. And ask them if there was just one breathing exercise, one breathing posture that they would recommend that would be most beneficial to you. What would that one breath be? Ask them, see what they say. I doubt that they would say, well, the energetic, complete breath, what else is there? I don't think so. We all have our favorite, for various reasons. Anyway, see what you can find. Whatever you find out what the purpose is, what is the visualization, and practice that. See what happens. And when I say practice, usually for a few months. It takes time to settle in, okay, to any breathing routine, any breathing exercise. And see how you feel about that. Try another one, see how you feel about that, see what this person says and why they say it. That's the important thing. Okay? So you want to know what the purpose is, you also want to know what the visualization is for that particular exercise. Now I have another book to recommend, The Science of Breath by Yogi Ramacharaka. So this book was published in 1904, and the good yogi wanted to introduce Indian disciplined breathing, better known as pranayama yoga, to the West. It's a classic, it's a small book. You can download it for free on the internet. I highly recommend it. There are two postures, two breathing exercises that I would recommend, especially for beginners. The first one is a walking with rhythmic breathing. Very powerful, very powerful. Number two is a sitting breathing exercise, and this you are breathing rhythmically with your heartbeat, your pulse. This is a great, powerful little breathing exercise. It calms, clears the mind, as well as releases tension throughout the body. It's the sort of breathing exercise you would do before you moved on to meditation. Very strong, very powerful. So those are my recommendations there. Now, as time goes on and this is beneficial to you and you want to make this sort of thing a part of your daily lifestyle, I always recommend looking for a 30-minute breathing routine that you would do once in the morning and once in the evening. I have one that I do and teach. It's called the Doga Indo breathing routine. The purpose of that is to nourish, revitalize, and heal the various organs in the body as well as various body areas. Okay? It's very good, very solid, made up of 19 postures. Now, that may not be for you. Okay. There's lots and lots of stuff out there. Ask around. Take some classes. All right? And what is it you're looking for? What is it? What is the purpose? What is it that you want? So ask around and do that. And 30 minutes is a good solid amount of time. 20 minutes would be the minimum. Now, all of this being said, if you're a beginner, be careful, be cautious, be critical, okay? The problem with being a beginner is that you have no idea what's going on, if what someone is telling you is true or not. There is lots and lots and lots of BS in this sort of stuff, okay? So you don't know if somebody has finished a weekend workshop and now they're going to teach you because now they're a master and you're going to pay them some money and you don't know. You have no idea, right? So be careful, be cautious, all right? Be very careful, be very cautious. And if anyone especially approaches you and says they have the magic, this breathing exercise, this routine that I put together, it's solid. It'll take you here, it'll take you there. Wondrous things will happen, okay? And you give me this much money, I will share it with you. Run in the opposite direction. There's a lot of that out there and it's all BS, okay? Be very careful, be very careful. Now, my own experience for the last 50 years, I started in 1975, is that my teachers were traditional Chinese teachers and they taught for free. First they had to vet you to see if you were worth their time. And if they felt, okay, this person is worth my time, they would teach you, but it would be for free. They could never understand why people would charge money for something that the gods have given them to give to others, okay? There were a couple of people that did charge money, but that was how they made their living. That was their livelihood. But these people, they only charged what was karmically correct. In other words, they were affordable to everyone. Be careful, okay? Be careful, be cautious. Happy trails and good luck with it all. Yay. All right, want to get some food?